This journey begins with water as the voice of the earth. From ancient highlands and volcanic gorges to ever-changing lake systems, each waterfall reveals a unique way of understanding the landscape. It is not defined by height or power alone, but by rhythm, texture, color, and atmosphere. Along the way, water quietly shapes the land and connects distant places. Here, nature is not only seen, but felt, heard, and remembered. Angel Falls, Venezuela. Angel Falls appears as a striking vertical line descending from one of the planet's most ancient plateaus. Emerging from the summit of Auyan Tepuy, the water travels nearly 979 meters, thinning as it descends until it becomes a drifting veil rather than a solid stream. The descent feels almost suspended, shaped by air and light before touching the forest far below. Millennia-old sandstone forms a natural channel at the edge of the plateau, guiding the flow toward a point where scale and distance seem to dissolve. This sense of remoteness defines the experience of reaching the falls. The journey follows calm rivers and expansive landscapes, reinforcing the impression of moving through an environment shaped slowly and deliberately. Angel Falls invites patience rather than immediacy. It is not a fixed image, but a changing presence, altered by wind, light, and season. Exploring this place becomes an exercise in attentiveness, revealing how nature works through gradual processes, offering a different expression each time it is encountered. Upper Yellowstone Falls, United States. Upper Yellowstone Falls functions as a natural turning point within Yellowstone National Park. After moving steadily through open terrain, the river suddenly descends approximately 33 meters, signaling the beginning of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. While the drop itself is moderate, the surrounding landscape amplifies its significance, transforming the waterfall into a visual gateway rather than a standalone feature. The shift in terrain is immediate, preparing the observer for a more expansive environment ahead. As the water passes over the edge, it lightens in color, creating a pale stream that contrasts sharply with canyon walls stained in yellows and ochres by geothermal processes. These fragile rock layers, shaped by volcanic activity, continue to evolve under the influence of water and time. Sound gathers and reverberates within the canyon, surrounding the space with depth and resonance. Upper Yellowstone Falls does not seek dominance. Instead, it sets the stage, offering a composed introduction to the scale and complexity that define the landscape beyond. Palouse Falls, United States. Palouse Falls emerges suddenly within the open landscape of southeastern Washington, where broad plateaus and dark canyons dominate the view. The Palouse River drops approximately 60 meters into a wide basalt basin, forming a compact and striking cascade. The contrast between the pale water and the dark rock walls creates a strong visual focus, immediately drawing attention to the center of the canyon. The surrounding environment enhances this effect. Columnar basalt formations rise around the falls, shaped by ancient lava flows and later sculpted by water. From above, the river appears modest, blending into the terrain, but its descent reveals a concentrated energy that resonates throughout the canyon. Sound echoes against the stone, reinforcing the feeling of openness and scale. Victoria Falls, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Victoria Falls announces itself through breadth and intensity rather than height. The Zambezi River moves calmly across a wide plain before spreading into a continuous curtain more than 1,700 meters across. Instead of concentrating in one channel, the water extends along the entire edge of the gorge, creating a unified wall that dominates the landscape. The experience is expansive, filling the space with movement and atmosphere. As the water descends, a constant veil of mist rises, shaping a humid microclimate that nourishes nearby vegetation and filters the sunlight. Viewpoints along the edge allow visitors to sense subtle vibrations beneath their feet, creating a direct physical connection with the river's flow. Downstream, the winding gorges reveal how water continues to reshape the terrain over time. Exploring Victoria Falls means engaging with scale and continuity, where the landscape is not only seen, but felt through air, sound, and space. Gullfoss, Iceland. Gullfoss unfolds gradually, revealing its form only as the landscape contracts around the river. The Fita flows calmly through an open valley before the ground suddenly bends into two distinct drops. The first descends at an angle, while the second plunges vertically into a narrow gorge, creating the impression that the river vanishes into the earth. On bright days, warm tones appear in the mist, lending the waterfall its well-known name and adding depth to the scene. The surrounding terrain amplifies this sense of discovery. Dark rock formations shaped by tectonic forces frame the gorge, while mist rises continuously, softening edges and diffusing light. Sound reverberates between the walls, enclosing the visitor within the landscape itself. Gullfoss does not overwhelm through scale alone. It captivates through structure and restraint. Multnomah Falls, United States. Multnomah Falls appears as a precise vertical line etched into the dark basalt cliffs of the Columbia River Gorge. The water descends in two stages, together measuring more than 180 meters, forming a bright ribbon that contrasts sharply with the deep greens of the surrounding forest. Rather than relying on sheer volume, the waterfall draws attention through proportion and clarity, its steady descent creating a sense of visual order within the rugged landscape. Between the two tiers, the Benson Bridge introduces a moment of connection, allowing visitors to observe the flow from within the scene itself. The surrounding rock layers tell a story shaped by ancient floods and volcanic activity, visible in the stratified walls that frame the cascade. Today, this history remains embedded in the setting, adding depth to the experience. Detian, Waterfalls, Vietnam, and China. Set among karst peaks and mist-filled valleys, the Detian waterfalls unfold in a calm and layered sequence. The Quezon River divides into multiple cascades, stepping gently over natural terraces shaped in limestone. Rather than a single dramatic drop, the water spreads across levels, forming a series of white streams that merge into clear, green pools. The appeal lies in progression, guided by a steady and unhurried rhythm. Over time, chemical erosion has sculpted the limestone into ledges and cavities that direct the flow with precision. This setting has long served as a shared space for nearby communities, illustrating how water can connect landscapes rather than separate them. The waterfalls integrate naturally into daily life without dominating it. Exploring Detian means observing balance. between motion and stillness, between land and water, and between nature and human presence, all coexisting seamlessly within the same evolving scene. Rhine Falls, Switzerland. Rhine Falls makes its presence known through movement and continuity rather than vertical scale. Here, the river spreads across a broad front measuring more than 150 meters in width, releasing an immense volume of water that can surpass 600,000 liters per second during seasonal snowmelt. The flow advances with unwavering momentum, filling the surrounding space with a deep, sustained sound that remains constant no matter where one stands. From the first moment, the experience is defined by energy that feels grounded and persistent. At the heart of the cascade, rocky outcrops divide the current into shifting channels, creating ever-changing patterns on the surface. Fine mist rises and drifts with the air, occasionally catching the sunlight and forming brief arcs of color. Nearby paths, viewing platforms, and historic structures offer varied vantage points, blending natural spectacle with human presence. Krka Waterfalls, Croatia. The Krka waterfalls unfold as a sequence rather than a single dramatic descent. Water moves across a series of limestone terraces formed by natural travertine barriers, creating interconnected cascades that flow continuously from one level to the next. Light interacts differently with each tier, giving the entire system a sense of motion and visual rhythm. The experience is defined by progression, where the journey of the water becomes as important as any individual drop. This formation remains active, shaped by minerals that continue to accumulate and subtly redirect the flow over time. Along the riverbanks, remnants of historic mills and channels reveal a long-standing coexistence between human activity and the river's natural rhythm. Krka does not present a fixed image, it evolves. Exploring the area highlights a landscape in constant transformation, where water, stone, and time collaborate to create a setting that feels alive and continually renewed. Kravica, Waterfalls, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Kravica waterfalls reveal themselves within a broad, vegetation-filled basin, where the landscape opens into a semicircular form. The Trebizhat River descends roughly 25 meters, spreading into numerous narrow streams that flow over a moss-covered rock face. Hanging plants and dense greenery frame the scene, creating an atmosphere that feels unexpectedly lush and sheltered within the region. Travertine deposits play a central role in shaping the waterfall's character. Over time, mineral accumulation forms porous ledges that adapt to changing water levels, gradually altering pools and edges. During periods of stronger flow, the streams merge into a wide curtain. At quieter moments, the structure becomes more segmented and detailed. This natural variability creates a cool and enveloping microclimate. Kravica stands out not through scale, but through balance, offering an experience defined by texture, atmosphere, and quiet immersion. Brúarfoss, Iceland. Brúarfoss distinguishes itself through color rather than size. The Brúar River crosses a fractured lava field before narrowing into a defined channel, where the water drops into a compact cascade. Its striking blue tone, created by glacial meltwater carrying fine mineral particles, gives the impression that light originates from within the river itself. This unexpected hue immediately draws focus, setting the waterfall apart from its surroundings. Rather than plunging in a single motion, the water bends, divides, and reunites, forming a rhythmic and carefully structured flow. Dark volcanic rock and soft moss frame the scene, heightening the contrast and directing attention to the movement of the water. Brúarfoss offers a sense of order and precision, where every element appears naturally aligned. Exploring it encourages close observation, demonstrating that visual impact can arise from subtle form and refined balance rather than sheer scale. Plitvice Waterfalls, Croatia. The Plitvice waterfalls form a layered system of lakes and cascades that function as a unified whole rather than a single focal point. Water moves gently from level to level, changing in width, rhythm, and tone as it flows onward. Shifting shades of green, turquoise, and pale blue reflect light and minerals, creating a landscape that feels carefully balanced and constantly in motion. This balance is shaped by time. Travertine continues to accumulate, subtly redirecting the water and reshaping the falls. From wooden walkways, the flow can be observed emerging from hidden channels, dividing into fine strands, then rejoining into smooth curtains. Plitvice is experienced as a continuous sequence rather than a fixed scene, where exploration unfolds step by step, and each moment offers a slightly different view of the same evolving system.